Going on, people? So I'm back with another video now. I might even break my LinkedIn duck with this one. Obviously I've been making quite a few videos on Facebook over the last few weeks, and I'm starting to get comfortable, and I would say starting because I'm not quite fully there yet. But the prospect of going on LinkedIn is another ball game. Probably because quite a few people on LinkedIn are a little bit more serious, and some are a bit uptight, and you see them, you can't post that on LinkedIn, you can't be talking about that on LinkedIn, go to Facebook or whatnot. But who cares, man? Let them say whatever they've got to say. I'm just gonna put my video, my message out there. Today I'm going to be talking about something quite serious, and that's the massive problem in the market right now, which is the millions of businesses for sale that are just not getting sold. And the reason that they're not getting sold, or the main factor, or one of the main factors, is that the baby boomer generation is coming towards retirement age. Now, these guys have built up phenomenal businesses over the last 10, 20, 30 years. But they've never put a plan in place, an exit plan or a succession plan in place, or what they're going to do once they retire, which they now are doing, because they really expected to pass their businesses on to the next generation. But to illustrate this point, I'll just give you a couple of examples of two business owners I met recently. Now these two guys had nice little businesses doing between 1 to 2 million in revenue, but they're two different people, two different backgrounds, two different ethnicities. For all intents and purposes, they were just two different people. However, they both said something which was practically identical. In fact, the sentence they used was practically identical, and what they said was this: I wanted my son to take over this business, however he's just not interested. Now, that's a pretty important statement because it's an accurate reflection as to why we have this gigantic problem. You see, these guys, they've built, the baby boomers, they built phenomenal businesses, not put a plan in place, and now they're left with two options. Option number one is to liquidate, and to liquidate, they've basically got to make redundant staff who have been loyal to them for quite a while, which isn't something they really want to do. They're going to have to break their relationships with clients and suppliers. All of that is kind of costly and expensive, and of course when you sell assets you've got to pay capital gains tax, and then with whatever's left over you pay the 10% entrepreneurs tax, and with capital gains being 28, essentially they're going to have to pay 38% tax. And of course the big one, the main thing is, having built a business over the last 10, 20, 30 years, they get attached to these businesses. They become their babies. So the prospect of seeing these businesses close down is quite depressing, and they don't want to do it, which leaves them with option number two, which is to sell the shares or sell the business basically. And way more advantages to selling than liquidating, especially because of the 10% entrepreneurs tax. But this also comes with a problem of its own, and that's the supply and demand problem. Lots of businesses for sale, not enough people to buy them, which means they're going to struggle to sell these businesses for the price that they want. Now watch out and stay tuned for my next video, where I'm going to explain why this massive problem in the market is in fact a massive opportunity for you. Until then, guys, take care. Bye bye.